cream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
And MP throws it down hard.
What did he just do? MP saw some insane athleticism.
Pass to McCain. Lots of room. It's hauled in by Claxton. Well, it was the 76ers, their last game, a loss to the Grizzlies in Memphis.
That was a difficult one for them to drop. A close game throughout, and an opponent that they're going to beat more often than not.
The 76ers trail by 9. Now Embiid. Claxton covering. Martin. Outside for George. Sinks the three-pointer.
And cool from distance. George really confident from beyond.
And here's MP for 3. And the Nets, another 3.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And we'll have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's ready to talk things through with the team. So for the Nets, Trendon Watford's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Bogdanovich comes to Johnson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Thomas. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first quarter. Good ball movement by the 76ers. Another miss by Philadelphia. Nets leading by 9. And here's MP for 3. He makes his 10th basket of the night from the field. He has missed 2 shots from the floor.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Outside, Maxey. And they double up Maxey. In the corner is Oubre. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. From outside the arc. And MP gets it to go on the assist from Bogdanovich.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Oubre. Back to Lowry. To end the run. Oubre can't get it to go. Now, here's MP. Now recovering. He gets it in there. 29 points for MP.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that come over this crowd.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential up. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And the Nets have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Bogdanovich and MP out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Thomas. And it's Watford in at the 5. And they double up Embiid. Shot by Gordon, wide open. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. Gordon's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. With the league 65-game rule, Joel Embiid might have trouble making another All-NBA team.
Yeah, he's only reached that 65-game mark twice in his career, but he's still locked to make the Hall of Fame, Kevin, because of how dominant he is when he plays. And look, he's already got an MVP.
And he shoots it with authority.
And that's one of the underrated aspects of his game, his passing. He knows the defense expects him to finish the job, but he just drops off a dime.
A 3 from MP. Rebound by the 76ers. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
And two teams at vastly different ends of the standings last year, but they played each other to a draw.
A shot by Lowry, no good.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And he comes up with the deuce. Alexander's got 36.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Pass to Embiid. Here's Yabusele. No problem on the jumper in close. Yabusele's got 4 this quarter.
And that's how you lead a team. literally.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Nets. They're up by 5. And we'll be back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Facing good shooters, you have to extend your defense early in the clock. Let those guys drain a few and get into rhythm. You're toast.
And guys, we're still in the early. That'll do it for our show tonight.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
No problem fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Oh, I see you, big fella.
Can you believe that?
When he took off, I was not expecting that. When MP is having a night like this, you just can't keep him from getting the ball.
A big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. Some of the tricks of the trade in that regard.
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
It's tipped. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, even with an MVP and Joel Embiid, the Sixers can't be a one-man show. Embiid says, I watch a lot of games and I see what's working. Good basketball means cutting, moving, guys getting off the ball, and it's moving and not sticking. But you need the right guys to execute that system. And I think we've got the right guys. Kevin?
You and I agree. They do, David. Thank you very much. Maxey, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to talk to his guy.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior deep.
Outside, George. And that time, also a missed shot.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks. This ugly start to the second half. They missed their first 4. Got to get on track.
And again, it's Brooklyn converted.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Sinks the triple.
A much-needed bucket after clanking their first 4 shots.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. 3-pointer. Rebound by the 76ers. Church has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, after the show he put on in the first half, you thought it would continue, but he's cooled off a little bit here now. Well, his shooting is unfortunately not helping things, and his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind.
Drills it from outside.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Pass to George.
2 minutes remaining.
George, double team. In the corner, it's Martin. 6 on the shot clock. The shot by George, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding.
And good, he hits it again.
He's at 50 again. He's done this a few times this year.
This has become old hat. He's tied for the 4th most 50-point games in a single season.
And this is his 9th 50-piece, tying the great Wilt Chamberlain. Kobe's 10 is next up at 3.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Andre Drummond's checked in for Joel Embiid. Abusele comes in for Martin. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for George. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Brendan Wofford's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Bogdanovich comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Wilson, he's checked in for Johnson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Thomas. Alexander gets the bucket.
Got to contest Embiid from out there. He is more than capable from 3.
Maxey against Schroeder. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
That's a jump ball.
Pass to MP. Good. Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Knocked loose. And the tip by MP.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
35 seconds left in the third quarter. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. The quick look, no good that time. And for the Nets, they're shooting fantastically in this game, 62% from the floor. MP, no good. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
His first personal foul. First team foul.
There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Abusele. And they get it. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. 6 seconds left in the third. And here's MP for 3. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's MP making things. And
substitution on the court.
here's Embiid. Outside, George fires for 3. The rebound by Watford. MP kicks to Milton. Alexander. Good. That's another bucket.
And what a night. Arguably the best in franchise history.
Tying the franchise mark for most points in a game.
Huge moment on the show today as I am ready to unveil.
MP, you are the straw that stirs the drink.
They talk the talk.
For MP to have a game like that in his rookie year, that's a special accomplishment. He can already score with the best of them.
You let these guys light the beam, and you're going to have to stand there and watch it. MP said he woke up today ready to slay some dragons.
The National Basketball Association and Sacramento Kings are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting.
Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. And tonight, we've got the Sacramento Kings playing against the Brooklyn Nets. Hi everyone, I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Berry, our distinguished analyst, Allie LaForce on the sidelines. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You look at Sacramento, sitting fourth in the conference early on and looking to move into that top tier.
Right now, for Sacramento, what's impressive is they've reached much of their potential this year. The big question, though, people are asking is, do they have what it takes to become a front runner?
They still had enough players take positive steps forward to call this season a success. Maybe they're not at the top of the standings where they hope they're in really good position in terms of the playoff picture.
Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. MP is out there with Cameron Thomas. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Cameron Johnson. And it's Claxton in at the 5. And Minnow, DeRozan, and Murray in at the forward spots. Fox and Monk make up the backcourt. And it's a bonus in at the 5. And in the front end of the back-to-back, what's important?
Well, BA, most coaches treat this one like a regular game. Try to win. Don't worry about minutes. Tomorrow, they may adjust the rotations a bit.
Count it.
And DeRozan, just so crafty on those moves, slips right through the contact for the finish.
And here's MP from outside. Sinks it from distance.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
DeRozan outside. That three's on mark. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to Johnson. From deep, MP. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
MP stretching out the defense.
And so here's Sacramento. Point team. Fox, the pass on. Johnson against DeRozan. Sabonis with a screen on Johnson. Out to Fox. From deep. Knocks down the long J.
Well, I love the fire right here that Fox is playing with. You sink 3, he's looking to come back and get you.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Thanks, guys. The Kings were not complacent this summer. They have added all-star DeMar DeRozan in a sign and trade. He brings even more firepower to an offense that was already among the league's best. In the loaded Western Conference, the Kings knew they had to make moves to stay in the fight. DeRozan is one of the biggest signings in Kings franchise history.
A tremendous addition. Shams, thanks for the update.
Punched home from MP there. The young man showing off the ups.
This one for 3. Rebound Brooklyn. Boy, this team is on a heater right now. 16 wins in a row, and they've shown no signs of slowing down.
It's been a lot of fun to watch these guys and how much they're enjoying this. Every team they face is trying to end this big run. I've been on both sides of a game like tonight's, and I'll tell you what, it's tough to keep up a streak. Gotta love the pressure.
And so here's Sacramento, following the bucket by Brooklyn. Takes it inside, uses the glass on the layup. MP's got 14 points.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Oh, they get a hand on it. It's stolen by MP. Oh, Sabonis with the steal. Here's DeRozan. Again, the miss by the Kings.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
And what a night, remember, for MP. Still so young, this guy could have many nights like this in the future.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Pound. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan, and some
changes here for the Kings. Lyles, he's checked in for Sabonis, and Herter's subbed in for Monk. On defense, the Nets. DeRozan passes to Herter. DeRozan right side. Over Thomas. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. He seems really frustrated.
DeMar DeRozan, an impressive scorer who takes relatively few three-point shots, Greg.
Yeah, the arc is not his primary focus. He'd rather pick you apart in the mid-range, but he does it so consistently that points pile up quick.
Wilson's checked in for Thomas.
You should see MP here a lot with how physical he plays the game.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Back to DeRozan. Can they get it? And that's 2 points on the layup. DeRozan's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And DeRozan is fearless, not afraid of getting inside and going up to score.
Back to MP. It's tipped. Schroeder passes to Alexander. Here's Wilson to the inside. Alexander gets the bucket. MP's got 18.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Murray scanning the floor. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to DeRozan. And Watford pulls it down. Nets leading by 11. Down low. Here's Alexander. Hauled in by the Kings. Their last game, a win against the Clippers. Looking to carry it into this one.
And it was really the defense that got them the win. They had a plan scripted out, and it worked to perfection.
Well, good defensive game plan, and then carrying it out for 48 minutes. That really helped them out in that last game.
Drills it from deep. MP's got 21 points in the game.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And so it's MP making things happen for Brooklyn. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Boy, the Nets have been rolling along, haven't they?
Yeah, showing grit on the glass is a good way to gain an advantage. They control the boards in the first.
Well, if you get physical up there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
On the floor for Brooklyn, they've got MP, Bojan Bogdanovic out there with Cameron Johnson. Then it's Cam Thomas, and it's Claxton in at the 5. Here's McLaughlin. Sabonis outside. Over Claxton. Sabonis' shot is off. And so MP will bring it up for the Nets. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Crowder with it. Now guarded by MP. Pass to McLaughlin. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And now that we have a moment, let's take a look at the steals leaders. MP, number 1.
And no surprise he's at the top of this list. His aggressiveness and opportunistic attitude on defense helps this team so much.
Monk, he's checked in for Sacramento. Finney-Smith's checked in for Brooklyn. Johnson for 3. Counted from distance.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Monk. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
The one thing Monk is known for is that vertical.
Pass to MP. The drive. Drops in the layup for 2. MP's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Cam Thomas picks one up. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant. Seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, BA. To the point where people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Fox in for McLaughlin. Alexander misses. Kings trail by 17. Pass to Fox. The free ball. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento. To the middle. Here's MP. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Alexander's got 27.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
And here's Monk. The three. Buries it from three. Monk's got 7 points.
And that's the shot Monk is looking for. And
MP finds Johnson. Takes a three. Connects from downtown.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
it seems like they're going to find out who can make the threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Mayan, Will De'Aaron Fox, the inaugural 2023 Clutch Player of the Year. He said, quote, "You can't be afraid to fail. Obviously, you're not going to make every shot, but my team puts me in position to succeed. So the least I can do is have confidence in myself to take good shots." Brian?
Allie, thanks. He's become a star.
More and more showing his well-rounded offensive game. That's Herter in his comfort zone.
When folks talk about Herter, you hear a lot about his movement, Brent.
Well, one thing you have to be in this league as a great shooter is willing to move without the basketball. It puts a lot of pressure on your primary defender, but it can open up some lanes for your teammates. Kevin Herter, an elite skill of working without.
So it's the Brooklyn Nets continuing to pile it on, up 22 as we head to the break. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. We'll be right back with you shortly.
And for that against the Thunder, coin toss. In fact, I'm going to make a prediction. This game goes to the...
And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Brooklyn Nets.
Their bench.
That's it for us.
And with a big